Welcome back to Campus Spotlight, the program that focuses on everything happening at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. On this edition, we're going to be telling you how students can apply for financial aid. Here is Sandy Barlow.
The first step to be able to receive financial aid would be to get a PIN number. A PIN number is something that would be unique to you. It is your signature in receiving financial aid. Now you can go to pin.ed.gov and receive that PIN number. And once you've done that, then you go to the second step. The next step in completing your FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. You must go online after you've gotten your PIN number and then go in on their website, and you'll need your federal aid, taxes. You'll need your any type of W-2 forms, income, Social Security number, anything that pertains to what projects this next school year. This is free, so do not go to a website where they charge you, because we have a lot of students that do come into the office and say, I paid $50 for this. Why don't you have my number? And, why don't you have my information? Well, we never received your information because it did not go to our school. It went someplace else and you were out $50. Now you have to redo it. Well, once you've actually filled out your financial aid application and submitted it to FAFSA, it comes to us in a file. And that file has all your information. And that information, we actually can tell what kind of financial aid you can receive. So it could be a full grant, a partial grant, or, loan only, work study on, there's different parts. It's according to what that application says. And once we get it into our office, and then you need to actually apply, go to admissions, apply, make sure that you're in a program of study that leads to some type of degree, certificate, diploma. You have to be in a program. You can't just be in a, hey, I'm just going to try this out and I don't know what I want to be. So we really need to just make sure that you have chosen a career. Now, that's not saying that you won't change several times within your education, but at the time that you do sign up for admissions, make sure when you go to your advisor that you talk about what program do I need to be in according to my testing or, whatever. Does that kind of answer your question? Now, if you don't have enough money, say, in your financial aid, then you may have to go to the business office and you may have to make payments or arrangements at the business office, which we have lots of students that do that maybe, their money is just not there. They may have half of their tuition, but they need to pay the other half. But it gets tough, even paying half of the tuition. So then they can go to the business office and then say, hey, I need to make payments. And we do have payments available for those students. You do not have to be a full-time student to receive financial aid. You can be going 1 credit, or you can be going 15 credits. But now we only pay full-time status for financial aid is 12 credit hours. A lot of people will say, well, I'm taking 18. Financial aid is only going to pay for 12 credit hours. And that's very, very important to remember, because sometimes, you'll take 18 credits or 15 credits or whatever, and then all of a sudden you don't have the money and you need to drop them. So it's best to realize up front that your financial aid is only going to pay for 12 credits. But you can be enrolled in 1 credit, and if you have financial aid, it will be paid for. You cannot be enrolled in 2 schools and receive financial aid from both schools. That happens quite a bit because a lot of our students will enroll here thinking, oh, well, I can get it paid for and take what classes I need at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. And hey, I may go over to Murray State and go ahead and take a couple of classes and get them paid for that. No, you can only receive federal funds from one school, and that's your home school. So if you have to decide which school you want to be your home school. One of the biggest questions we get in our financial aid office here on campus is, when and how do I pay for my books? So yes, you can charge your books to your financial aid. Once you've gone through the process that we've just talked about, we've decided that you're going to have money in your account, you've got enough to pay for your tuition, you got X amount of dollars left over, then you can charge your books. We have dates that you can do that, beginning and ending dates. You either can come to our office and ask someone in the office what dates those are, or even in the bookstore here on campus, you can go and ask them in the bookstore what those dates are. But usually we'll post them on our website when we actually receive them. So, one of the biggest questions that we receive is, when do I get my money? Well, if you start in the fall, which is in August, usually we try to get your money by 5 weeks into the semester. In the meantime, if you've got money, you can charge your books, your tuition is taken care of, you're waiting for just what you have left out of it. And that's very important to students too, because I know they have rent and, car payments and things to do while they're going to school. But we've never past 5 weeks. We've always stayed within that 5 weeks. So you can look for a check, or not a check anymore. It goes to Bank One into your little credit card that you receive through the business office. But yes, that's. If you withdraw from school, will you have to repay your financial aid? Possible, real possible. You have to earn at least 60% of the credit hours that you're taking for the semester. And if you have not, at the dropping point of 60% from the beginning of August until December, say the fall, you would have to have completed 60% of that term in order to keep all your financial aid. If you haven't, say 50, 40, 30, 20, whatever, then you will end up paying back the money, because we always say it's not, this is actually free money, but it really isn't free money. It's money to go to school and to get your education. So it's really not free money. So if you don't complete 60%, then you will be paying back. What is satisfactory academic progress? SAP, S-A-P, as a lot of students call it. You must maintain a 2.0, and you must have completed your term with 67% of the program or the credits that you were taking. So if you go below the 2.0, then that puts you on probation. And once you're on probation, you cannot receive financial aid. Now, we do have an appeals process, and that information will be on our website, and then you can go there and find out exactly what you need to do to get back in good standing with financial aid again. If you need any more information, you can call our office. Our number is 534-3248, or you can go on our website. And most of the information that we've reviewed today will be on our website. I just want to remind you that when you do apply for your PIN, make sure you safeguard it, because it is your signature. And anyone that receives it or has access to it can actually see all of your information, your Social Security, date of birth, taxes. So I'm just reminding you, it's a sacred thing.
Well, that's it for this edition of Campus Spotlight. We have 3 ways that you can see us. You can see us on our website at westkentucky.kctcs.edu, on our Facebook page, and on our YouTube page. So we'll see you next time.